evaluator, Ron Koschleck, to evaluate Jennifer Bloom's speech. Ron?
Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, and Jennifer. So who told you anyway? Humor is a powerful tool. If you're ever nervous about your speech, you cannot start better than to turn around and start with humor. If you can get the audience to laugh immediately, then you've got the audience. You've got that rapport with them. So it's a wonderful way to start. And Jennifer, you're blessed because I think of all the Toastmasters that I've known, you can be the funniest. Like you have, I was really surprised at not this speech, but your previous speech 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
I was surprised at your ability, the way you handled the humor in that speech. So you started with a story about the 85-year-old knee going to the doctor. That really set the tone, started off well. You then kind of set up the body of the story by telling us about not believing all the things we hear about aging, none of it's true. And then you got into the body, which I must confess, for a guy who has done 28 days straight on his treadmill, I was really keen on. So needless to say, all the points are written down. And I thought it was really good advice. Enjoyed that, good advice, wrote it down. And then you gave us 2 examples. And I'm not sure I would have picked Willie Nelson. he looks like a train wreck, and that's just his face, my God. There's someone out there who could have been better. I'll bet you Sophia Loren looks great still. But anyway, that's just my opinion.
Tina Turner.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's exactly, she would have been great. You then proceeded to give us a elderly couple dancing. Okay, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to give you the pluses and what I thought were the minuses. These are just my opinions. The opening story was a plus. You did exactly what you're supposed to do, and I think it achieved what it was supposed to do. I like the way you set up set us up for the 7 rules before that by debunking all the other stuff. Where I thought you needed some help was you didn't give us a story at the end. And that was a part of your requirement, and it wasn't there. Also, I was a little disappointed because I expect big things from you because I know you're good at humor. And I didn't see, other than the story, any other humor in it. Okay, so your previous speech had humor throughout it, but this was dedicated to humor, and there wasn't the level of humor you had in your previous speech. So I was a little disappointed in that. 2 things in regards to the video. 1, the video should have been set up so that it was just a click and it started, as opposed to going to the website. That's a technical, I guess, the way I think it should have been done.
Mm.
The other problem is there are 420 seconds in a 7-minute speech. 101 of them were devoted to a video, right? So what I'm saying is 1/3 of your speech was the video, right? So, sorry, I did the math on that, right? So in essence, you had like a 4.5-minute speech, right? So,
Busted.
yeah.
I like to cheat. What can I say?
No, I mean, you know, I could see the value in it, but if you had the technical ability to crop it, and say, okay, like I don't need 1.5 minutes of watching an elderly couple dance to say they can really dance and they're like 99 years old, right? If I saw 10, 15 seconds of it, I could probably catch on. So anyway, overall, enjoyable, not as enjoyable as the last one.
Okay.
My opinion.
Thank you.